Smooth 98.1 here. We are for Business Express on a Hump of the Week Wednesday. I'm Shokra Martins here on Smooth Breakfast, and for the next 15 minutes, I've got Rotus as we discuss what is affecting businesses here in Nigeria. And as we come to the Yuletide, the Christmas rush, let's put it that way, what's going to be affecting travelers more specifically, right, Rotus? Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Chokwe. Good morning to all our listeners and viewers. Yeah, it's a press release from the Airline Operators of Nigeria. It says that they want to inform the general public of an impending disruption in scheduled flight operations due to scarcity of aviation fuel, otherwise known as Jet A1. And they said it's happened in the last few days. It says it's going to force the airlines to reschedule flights, leading to late operations and or outright cancellations of flights. So they said
this is the worst timing, I would have to say.
Look, there's still no. Although yesterday there was not much traffic in certain areas, because I think people have either started leaving for the holidays or whatever it was, but there's still no fuel for vehicles. There's still scarcity there in parts of Lagos. And then now you throw in flights, and it's horrible. It is the worst time now because there's a price impact here. Although there's one sinister, I don't know, I'll get to that in a second, because some folks are wondering if this is deliberate to raise ticket prices. But if you're going to be canceling flights or delaying them, then that reduces the number of flights available, which means that the demand for flights, since it's the festive period, goes up. And if that happens, then ticket prices are also going to climb as well. So which is going to make flying much more expensive for anyone who is looking to head home or, go wherever they're planning to go. So, I think the issue, though, is with respect to the scarcity issues around Jet A1, which, remember, the price is up about 300% so far this year. Due to the rising crude oil prices, the issues in war in Ukraine, and so on. But yeah, it's horrible timing as far as travel is concerned. And we don't deserve this. Like, I read the press release and I just shook my head, because diesel, Jet A1 is deregulated. It is a byproduct of I believe diesel also, which is not subject to fuel subsidies. It's not being covered by the government. It's deregulated, so it should be ordinarily available, right? So, this scarcity issue now, I'm really not sure where it's coming from. Although this is not the first time they've talked about scarcity. And in fact, I saw that. I wish I had brought this up. I saw a tweet from one of the airlines. It was either 2 days ago or 3 days ago, where they actually said, sorry, we apologize for a delay in flights, and it is because of fuel scarcity. And I saw it, and although I was at the time, I think I was in the middle of something else, and I didn't really pay attention. But there was a tweet from one of the airlines about this, and I should have jumped on it when I saw it. But then now, the operators have now come out, and so it's just terrible. It's just terrible.
All right, now people, make sure you join the conversation. I just realized I didn't give you the different platforms. If you're a regular listener, of course you know them, or a regular viewer as well. You can find us up on youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos for viewing purposes, and you can join the conversation using the live chat option. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0809-440-981, and you can take things over to Twitter by using the hashtag Business Express 981. There you go. Those are the three different ways that you can join the conversation. But Rotus, this is not the first time we've seen flight disruptions, cancellations because of Jet A1. So I know the last time the airline operators had sat down with the government and said, okay, start releasing fuel to us, and then we'll be able to, and weren't they supposed to be get licenses as well?
Yeah, they wanted to get licenses so that they could bring in the fuel themselves. But what difference does that make? It doesn't matter who is bringing it in. The price is still going to be the same. It sounded like they're asking for prices to be subsidized, right? Because there's still only one channel, that's NNPC, through which fuel comes into the country before it's disseminated, around the different depots and so on and so forth. So, to my mind, it doesn't really matter who has a license. The key thing is that this is still unlike PMS, unlike, premium motor spirits, diesel, jet A1 and all its derivatives are completely deregulated. So doesn't matter who brings it in, unless by asking for a license, you are asking to have an FX subsidy, because remember the NNPC gets to bring this in at the official exchange rate, as opposed to a parallel markets rates, which is what would happen for. So, as far as how they deal with their own costs, their own operational costs, I can't see any other way around this other than increasing prices for ticket fare, which prices spiked a while back, but then they kind of came down. But I guess because of the festive season, prices always go up around this time anyway.
Yeah.
But there was some good news. I mean, Aero Contractors is back flying. So is Dana Air. I can't remember. There was one more airline that started flying as well. So the idea, the thinking was that, okay, with more airlines in the skies,
increased competition.
Thank you. You've got increased competition, and then that should bring prices down. So look, Nigeria's aviation sector, the margins are very tight. It's not, very profitable. Unless you're doing multiple flights. Their maintenance, I understand, still takes place overseas. Even though they're trying to bring that here, C checks or whatever they call them. And so, it's still a very expensive practice. So yeah, outside of raising prices, I cannot see how else they get around this. Some people are saying that this is a cynical ploy to jack up prices now, right before the festive.
I mean, is there any validity to that? Because, in fact, let me bring in this message from Ogene Ochuko, who says, transporters always increase prices of transport fares during the Yuletide season. We just have to develop other means of transportation, for instance, rail transportation.
That's a very good point. I mean, but I think, you're going to ask if there's any validity.
So, the ploy in trying to jack up prices even more.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, prices were rising anyway. I mean, they as Ogene Ochuko just said, price, there's no need to increase there's no need to conspire, to raise prices, because this period prices would rise just naturally because more people are flying. People are afraid of using the roads because of the worry with kidnapping and so on. So yeah, prices were going to rise anyway. So that's why I'm not really sure if that holds water, that they planned this, because this is the period, unless they just want to, jack them up even more than they would. So
Rotus, it just seems rather strange that we have, during the Yuletide period when prices already are high, we have a sudden scarcity.
I know, it's really, really weird. And I'm hoping they give us more insights, because we know the fuel scarcity with PMS is because the marketers are complaining about the price, that they're saying that you bring in fuel at a certain price, as the landing costs, cost of freight, cost of storage, cost of moving around. It makes fuel, which I understand they said is about 400, 500 naira per liter. Now you're making them sell at 170. So there's issues there. I can understand the price dynamics that would cause scarcity for PMS, but still, the Jet A1 diesel is deregulated. There's no funny business going on over there. So Look, I just again, Shokwe, we've for years on this show, you just recycle our issues, whether it's 2022, this will probably happen again next year. This country is just
It's getting to you, Rotus.
I tell you, I'm just dumbfounded. I'm just dumbfounded by Nigeria's issues. I just don't understand. And I feel for anybody who was planning a trip now. You've seen ticket prices yesterday, and within the last 24 hours now, they will now spike times two. Maybe just stay at home or see your family by Zoom, or I don't know. But the real issue, another infrastructure that is legitimate till today, we still look Ivory Coast. Just real quick, Bruno Le Maire, the economy minister for France, he flew to Abidjan to announce a railway, I think that will be ready by 2024 or is it 2025? That's supposed to carry 550,000 people. The finance minister of France went to Ivory. I mean, I know there's a colonial history there, blah, 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 but went there, announced that there's a rail coming. And I believe that in 3 years, that rail will happen and Abidjan, Ivory Coast will have extra rail to move people around. Meanwhile, Lagos has been talking about blue rail, red rail for 40 years now. Nothing has
primary happened. Colors rail. Yes.
Gosh.
Yeah. All right, let me quickly read some messages. This one up on YouTube comes in from Kelvin Adebowale, who says, this problem affects the elites, putting capital letters, of this country, so it will be solved soon. Trust me, had it been a problem of the masses, then we would really have to worry. This Nigeria, says Kelvin. And Yinka Bolu up on WhatsApp says, everyone, both the airline operators and the government, are not serious. I think what they should be doing is fast-tracking everything to ensure local production of Jet A1 and doing everything to hasten the refineries, even if it means going modular.
Yeah, good point. Good points. Good points all around. Good points all around. Good luck to anybody flying out.
Yes, good luck. Good luck. That's all we can say. Okay, Rotus, I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 6:30 for Business Express. Till then, you can find him up on social media. He is at Rotancode, up on Twitter, up on Instagram as well. And bringing us
thanks,
every day for 15 minutes. Rotus.
Thank you.
Find us good news. Find us good news.
I'll try.
Have a wonderful day.